Hi everyone, it's Carolyn here for this week's email video. And so I got thinking today about how we can raise our energetic status really simply, whether that be called raising your vibration or whatever it is. And before I start talking about this, I want you to understand, first of all, that this doesn't mean you have to run around with all this energy and be joyous and happy and go out and party and, in that kind of extroverted, expressive way. This can be something that is a quiet, beautiful thing where you raise your vibration or you raise your energetic status. Because I think a lot of people misunderstand that they then have to come out of maybe a more introverted way of being and express it differently. But that's not the case, okay? So I'm going to give you 7 examples today of tiny little things I've done recently. And I'm going to give you the examples that you can go to too. And what I have found is, oh my gosh, it just increases the sense of upliftment for me, the sense of joy in my day, and they are little things that anybody can do. And you're going to think of your own little things. So again, the reason I bring this up is because, as we know, and it is so true, and I have found this completely true along my journey, we can change our vibratory situation, which then brings us to a level where more of the things we desire come our way. And I'm not saying you do that for those things, but what I'm saying is this is the feeling of joy throughout your day that we can start to create regularly by doing tiny little things, all right? Raising your vibration, raising your energy, so that you can have that feeling on a regular basis, that feeling of just gratitude and joy and however you want to define it, but it's an upliftment, okay? So I'm going to share 7 things that I've done recently, actually, and I do kind of regularly, although some of them are new, and you can do too, and then think about for yourself. So first of all, laugh at yourself, seriously. So I will just act really goofy at home sometimes, and then I'll just start cracking up about myself, but I just let myself go. I don't contain myself. I just start doing goofy things like singing weird or, I don't know, you can make funny faces or just something that makes you laugh at yourself because we're silly. We should laugh at ourselves, right? I mean, if that doesn't bring a higher vibration when you're laughing at yourself, I don't know what does. So I will do that. And I did this last weekend where the skies were cloudy and I am really affected by not having sun, okay? And it's spring and we've had a difficult spring. But on Friday, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get out of this frump because of the weather? Well, then I started realizing that I can make myself feel better. I can make myself feel better. I'm in charge of that. So I went, I don't know, I didn't do this on purpose, but I was actually standing at the mirror. And for some reason, I just decided to burst out in some kind of strange song. And I'm not a great singer. And I just started cracking up at myself. I could feel just tingles all through me. I could feel myself getting more joyous by the moment. And it was a moment in time, but those moments in time will build and they stay with you in your cells as you do these kinds of things that raise your vibration. So that's number 1, laugh at yourself. Number 2, seriously, go hug a dog. All right, so I live in a highly populated neighborhood with lots of dogs, and my office is in my 2nd story, so I look out over where everybody's walking. They're animals. Or dogs, I should say. And oftentimes what I'll do is I'll be out in my garden and they'll go by and I will just start talking up the neighbors, not to mention that helps you meet your neighbors, and I'll just pet the dogs and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's the most wonderful feeling of just being able to share that energy with that animal. So go hug a dog or go to the shelter to, play with the kitties or pet a dog, but watch out, you might walk out with one. So anyway, go hug a dog. Next, this has happened to me regularly, and it's kind of like they came out of their shell after winter. But my neighbor kids, I have a 3rd grader and a 5th grader who adore me. I think it's the whole light thing, we're all attracted to each other's light. And they keep coming over all the time and want to talk to me. And I just tell you, I feel so differently after I engage with the little ones. So take advantage of the kids in your neighborhood. If you're a gardener, if you're out, talk to them, speak to them, have fun with them, kind of try to see life through their eyes, because they're mostly always joyous. Like, I'll watch them as I'm working in my office, how they'll be, on their skateboards or their bikes, and they're just tooling by and they don't have a care in the world and they're just having fun and just being kids, and just that alone makes you feel good. So go see the neighbor kids or get to know them. All right, or even go to a park. You can just kind of take a walk and watch the kids and live through their eyes. So watch a funny video. I just did a video on this, so you guys know what I'm talking about here if you've seen that one. But seriously, this will up your vibration, your energy, in the sense of that upliftment feeling. A funny video. No wonder, there's so many wonderful comedians on YouTube where you can just feel upliftment in your day. And you can start that with your day. You can end it with your day. That's what I do. So go watch a funny video. And then another thing that I do, and I tell you this, I love this. First of all, I love to drive, but I don't really do many long road trips these days. But get in the car and sing. And I sing like there's nobody's business. And I don't care if there's a car next to me, behind me, I just sing. And I used to worry about that, which is so silly. I used to kind of just sing under my breath because I kept thinking everybody's watching me. No, they're not. They're really not that tied into what you're doing. So now I just sing. And I just sound goofy, and I just get so joyous singing in the car. So try that one, and don't care. Sing in the car. So now we are at the sixth one. This one, because I'm such a sun person, and I think everybody benefits from being in the sun, just go stand in the sun and give gratitude and feel it on your face. And I do kind of what's called sun gazing to a degree when I feel like it, just kind of looking below the sun as much as I can, but just feeling the intensity of that beautiful sun coming into your face. And I'm telling you, it's just like my cells just get like I said, upliftment from that. So feel the sun. Go and just stand in it. Who cares what anybody thinks? Just put your face up to it. And then lastly, I just had this happen the other day. We can so much buzz by our day and miss all the beauty. Because honestly, there's so much beauty in the little things. And we take so much for granted. So it's spring here in the Midwest. Everything is blooming beautifully. Like the trees are right now at their height of just pink and white and beautiful blossoms. So what I did the other day, because I love this time of year and it's very short here in the Midwest, needless to say, I decided I was just going to walk, and I just stopped and I looked at these buds on the tree, and I looked at them deeply. I looked at the little petals that are about to open up, the little buds. I looked at the little stamens, the colors, the difference in the colors, and then how they create the bigger blossom. Try that, because it gets you out of this human world that we make so much of, and there's a world in those little blossoms itself. And oh my gosh, some of them smell so beautiful, and it's just, that is such a great way to feel upliftment in your day. So these are all tiny things that you can do, and you have a gazillion more you can think of as well. But again, it doesn't take that much. And then as you start doing these things over the course of your day, they're going to become more natural, and you're going to start saying, I do have a beautiful life, even if I'm going through struggles now. There are the tiniest things that can bring upliftment. And as we bring upliftment into us, we then create a different vibration that is attracted to us. So this is part of the way to continue to be able to be in that higher vibratory state that then offers us all the goodness of this journey. So I hope I've given you some tips on how to break forth from some of that low times that we can feel and raise our vibration, raise our energy, and bring all of that beauty into us as we recognize the beauty all around us. So with that, I hope you have enjoyed this video. As always, I thank you for joining me, and I will see you in next week's video.